Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a Chief Analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report with Alpari, and I will tell you what's going on the markets, and we'll try to look for decent trading setups. First, we'll start with the calendar, and I will tell you what happened overnight. Well, the most important thing is the ECB yesterday, which was perceived dovish. So traders were expecting more hawkish comments about the QE, about the tapering, but apparently they did not like that. Well, bulls on euro did not like that, and euro was significantly weaker. Also, well, that was the first bearish factor on euro dollar. The second bearish factor on euro dollar was came from US because apparently rumors said that Janet Yellen is out of the race for the Fed chairman position. She was, well, by the market, she's perceived dovish, and we have two candidates left, Powell and Taylor, and they are perceived as hawkish members, which was positively taken by American dollar. So we had a negative impact from euro, positive impact from dollar. So that is why euro dollar went significantly lower. And actually we do have a midterm sell signal on euro dollar right now. As for the data, what happened like yesterday and today, we also got reports, earnings from the tech companies from US, from Alphabet, from as I remember correctly, Alphabet, which is obviously Google. We had Apple, I guess. Let me just check that. Let me just check that. I will tell you what were those. Alphabet, Amazon, Intel, and Microsoft, and Western Digital, and all of them had better earnings than estimates, which was very positive for the markets. And indexes went significantly higher all over the world. Like, for example, Nikkei is on the highest levels since the last 20 years, I guess. So that's very significant in 21 years. So positive sentiment is still there on the markets. American dollar is stronger. Stronger American dollar is negatively influencing precious metals, but for example not oil. Oil is heading higher despite even the stronger dollar. As for today, we'll have first read of GDP from US. Should be influential, and important data for the oil traders. Baker Hughes US oil rig count here. As it is Friday, let me show you the data for the next week, because we have to know what we should expect the next week. Okay, we do have a calendar here. I hope you can see it. So on Monday, actually a lot of data, but no tier 1 data. CPE, I'm sorry, PCE, personal consumption expenditure data. On Tuesday will be interesting because we have rates decision from Japan, GDP from European Union, and CPI from European Union. So definitely Tuesday will be an important day for the traders on Euro. On Wednesday, that will be ISM manufacturing PMI, important, and interest rate decision in US. No change is expected, like the chance for a rise is less than, I would say, 5% even. I checked that yesterday. So it's marginal. It's like 95% change that the rate will stay the same. That would be a really huge surprise for the markets if the Fed would hike interest rates. And on Friday it will be all about Bank of England. Interest rate decision is expected to go up from 0.25 to 0.5. That will be on Thursday. I'm sorry, I think I said it will be on Friday. And on Friday, it's first Friday of the month, so non-farm payrolls and the same data from Canada, from the job market. So you can see that actually the calendar next week is packed. That's one of the busiest calendars I've seen in a while. Pretty impressive. So definitely from the fundamental point of view, we'll have a lot of attractions next week, so brace yourself for higher volatility in the last few days of October and first few days of November. Now we can move to the technicals. On head and shoulder, recent drop 230 pips. That is just a directional movement, very strong. So before the ECB were here, so the movement itself from the ECB is 210 pips. ECB and Janet Yellen being out of the race, and that is head and shoulder pattern. All right, so I guess we can remove this resistance. It won't be used for a while. We can remove this symmetric triangle and this resistance as well, and this one obviously too, this one as well. And what we left, well, we still have this flag, okay, fair enough, but the main formation here is left shoulder head and right shoulder head and shoulder formation, and that is a reversal pattern which should reverse this trend. The sell signal is on. The target, well, the sell signal was even like 50 pips higher, but from current price the next target is 38.2, which is 190 pips lower. That is the potential target for this movement, especially that we have some sideways trend here, so we should aim to this level here. Next one, not taken from Fibonacci but from the price swings, is here. So maybe let me delete that because we do have Fibonacci, but more from the price swings we do have this target 300 pips lower, which makes it absolutely a great trading opportunity in terms of the risk to reward ratio, because even well, if you sell here, it's, I don't want to say it's a bit too late, but it would be nice to have a correction here. No, but even now, stop loss is like 100 pips, take profit is 300 pips, 300, so it's like 3 to 1. Potential profit is 3 times bigger than a potential loss, which makes it a great trading opportunity, and that's absolutely beautiful head and shoulder pattern. Like you can find in the books, really. So yeah, sell signal on euro dollar. Bitcoin yesterday broke the horizontal resistance as we expected here on $5,770. Then after breaking it as a resistance, we use that as a support, and the price is creating like a short-term sideways trend, which is an invitation for the price to go higher. We should see new all-time highs. The sentiment is positive. We are above the uptrend line. We just finished the correction, this wedge which I'm now deleting. I can delete those short-term uptrend lines here. So what we have left is this uptrend line, this resistance, but I don't think it will be important, and the way is open here for the price to reach new highs. American dollar to Canadian dollar, that's absolutely beautiful. Look, from this point, when the price was here, we said that the price should go higher. There is a higher chance of the price going for new highs, and that's actually what's happening. And the price used that flag to climb higher, so now we have to look for another resistance. I think it's pretty clear that the resistance is here. Let me also check the Fibonacci's. Fibonacci's could have been a little bit better. Okay, let me adjust that properly. Okay, so from the price swings, we do have a potential resistance on the orange area, and from Fibonacci's we have here. But still doesn't matter. To here we have 30 pips, to here we have 80, and the chances that we will get there are very, very high. That was a good trading setup. And WTI, here I was recording that for a trading sniper video, and I was wondering if this is a good place to buy. On H4 I said it didn't look very encouraging, but on H1, well, to be fair, it looked alright. We had a breakout, price making higher highs and higher lows, then the price went lower, created a hammer 2 hours ago, a hammer with a long tail on a support. That was a signal of a demand, and that from this point the price should go higher. And well, unfortunately for the buyers, that can be a sign of a false breakout, which would then be actually that can be potentially very dangerous for the buyers. We'll see what will happen on this H4 chart, right? Because on H1 it does not look good. On H4 there is still hope for the buyers. That bullish breakout here was expected for a long time, so we're not surprised that it happened. And now gold, weaker American dollar, well, stronger American dollar, I'm sorry, is negatively influencing gold, and gold is like dropping very heavily since the beginning of September. And actually we are aiming a very, very important support, and let me show you why this support is important. Well, first of all, it's a uptrend line here. Second thing is that it's a downtrend line which was broken and used already as a support. And also that's 38.2 reversal of this uptrend and 61.8 of this downtrend, and it all comes together in one place, this gray area. So from this point we do have like $7 margin here where the price can move, but in this green area the price should create a reversal pattern. If they want, if buyers want to have a buy signal here, they should create a reversal pattern here and actually break this line. After the breakout of this line and a reversal pattern here, the buy signal will be created. Actually, I don't have for a long time, I don't have American dollar to Japanese yen on my charts. I don't like this instrument, but it's popular and it's on highest levels since July, So let me see what's going on this chart. That's a very interesting resistance. Okay, let's do it like that. In theory, after breaking this line, there is a buy signal here. There is a support here. So for a proper buy signal on this instrument, I would wait for the breakout of this resistance. Support. Okay, so that's why I'm not the big fan of this pair, but okay, this situation is kind of technical, so it's good. American dollar to Mexican peso, I also recorded that for trading sniper video, and I said that there was a nice decent trading setup here because the price tested 38.2 for one more time. We do that again, we did that. It's an important resistance, as you can see, downswing, it was used here, and it's 38.2. And also on hourly chart, that was a double top formation here, but then the price reversed and they actually want to test it for the third time. And before that reversal, today's candle was a shooting star. But I said to viewers of Trading Sniper that for a proper trading signal, there is a potential for a reversal here, but for a proper trading signal, we need to see the close of the daily candlestick. So you actually need to wait for the end of the day, right? And that proves why is it so important, because during the day the candlestick can look like a shooting star, but 2 hours after that it's not shooting star anymore. So you cannot take into the consideration a signal on a daily chart and then not wait for the signal to be like finished, like completed, right? If you consider a signal on a daily chart, wait for it to be completed. Potentially that's still a nice occasion for a reversal, but the thing is that I'm sorry, I didn't want to that going against the American dollar, because in this way you would go against the American dollar. Going against the American dollar is not the best idea currently. Next instrument, American dollar to Australian dollar to American dollar. Our scenario was the price getting there, and the price is getting there. We are wondering if it will happen after correction or no. Well, there was a correction, but it was a bit smaller, but that was not relevant. The main scenario for us was the price going lower, and that's what's happening. That's also a very good setup, and that's also a very good trading occasion. As you can see on a daily chart, the price broke the horizontal support, first defended, then broke that, and after that it just directional movement, 100 pips lower, pretty strong movement. The 100 pips target is here, so we will probably get there soon. And DAX, oh, that's an optimism, right? That's a false breakout, and that's a false breakout bouncing from an important support, false breakout, right? And the price just skyrockets here, goes significantly higher. That's the beauty of false breakouts. Euro to British pound, that was our scenario. Somewhere here we said that there is a chance that the price will aim the uptrend line, and that's what the price did. And we wrote that I think 4 days ago, yeah, somewhere here, or here on Monday, that the price should eventually go lower, and the price did. But it wasn't like the best setup in the world. Why is that? Because the risk to reward ratio here was bad. So in order to go short and aim for 100 pips, you were supposed to risk 100 pips as well, which is not the best risk to reward ratio, 1-to-1. We try not to trade with this risk to reward ratio, but it's always nice to see that the price went in this direction that was expected. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, small correction on a important resistance here. It's not a surprise that traders decided to take profits here, because that's a very important resistance here. Dollar index. So euro dollar have a head and shoulder pattern, right? As dollar index is like 70% of euro, so it's not a surprise that here we do have inverse head and shoulder pattern, right? And the inverse head and shoulder pattern is nicely completed now. We completed that yesterday. The price broke the neckline and now the price is heading higher. After the breakout, the next candle is making higher highs and higher lows, which makes this breakout legitimate. Well, we have a target here from June. So there's a buy signal for dollar index. Silver also, as we said, precious metals got hit by a stronger dollar. We broke important support on 16.8. The next one is here, the next one is here. Actually, the breakout of the orange resistance should trigger a sell signal on silver. Euro to Japanese yen got hit as well. Also double top formation here. Even if we will, okay, let's adjust that here like that. Fair enough. So far no sell signal, but once the green support will be broken, that should trigger a sell signal on euro to Japanese yen. And it's very, very likely to happen. So this arrow stays here. Let us measure the Fibos. Yeah, I think that breakout here and movement at least to 23.6 is not a bad idea. And there is another support here. Cable. False breakout above the symmetric triangle, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty for the false breakouts. That's why I love false breakouts, because they usually give such strong movements. And the potential target for this is here, 30 pips, which is not actually a lot for the cable. Cable is rather a volatile instrument, so yeah, but the gravity should do the job here. British pound to Australian dollar. This pair has to defend this horizontal support in order to climb to the upper line of the triangle. So let us see how this how the defense is going here. Well, it's a double bottom formation with long tails. It's actually promising, right? And opening a long position here has very low risk to reward ratio, very good, like desirable risk to reward ratio, because if you open here, stop loss is like here, even deeper, like 80 pips, but the potential profit is 400 pips, so it's more than 4. The profit is bigger than the potential profit is 4 times bigger than the potential loss. So that's huge. That's the risk to reward ratio that everybody should be aiming at. American dollar to Swiss franc continues the upswing, which was the signal was created after breakout of the uptrend line and this horizontal resistance and 50% Fibo. So technical analysis for the win, it all looks very good, and the next target after breaking 61.8 is here. American dollar to Russian ruble, so this flag is gone and this flag is gone as well, and we will have a scenario of false breakout right now. And the first potential target is this orange area, not this one because it's good broken as well. Sorry, here. We'll see what will happen here. Another currency from emerging markets, so Polish zloty. Left shoulder head and right shoulder, breakout of the neckline, upswing. But wait, there's more because we are breaking the upper line of the channel down formation, and this channel down is very strong because it started in December 2016, and for that time the price was just going lower. And actually look at that, what we have here, left shoulder head and right shoulder. We're about to break 23.6 and the neckline, and that can potentially be a trend reversal pattern here. S&P 500, those two V-shaped retracements, V-shaped reversals, typical for Americans, so I'm not gonna spend much time showing you that. New Zealand dollar to Singaporean dollar, maybe they are finally ready for a reversal, for a correction. So from this, maybe the price will aim here, and from this the price will go lower. That would be like the best scenario for this instrument. I would really like to see it happening. In case the price would get deeper, this resistance which I'm now drawing should be the next one in the queue, depending on from how deep they can go. So actually you can see that we have few trading signals currently on the market, more of them like mid-term, long-term, because I'm a mid-term, long-term trader, so you shouldn't be surprised. So let's scan all the markets again. Euro dollar sell signal, Bitcoin buy signal. No, but we can see that small reversal. As long as we stay above the red line, the sentiment is positive. Buy signal, American dollar, Canadian dollar, oil, we don't know. Gold, no signal. Sell signal on Australian dollar to American dollar, buy signal on DAX. Euro dollar to British pound, still the price should decline. Here we do have a long-term buy signal, short-term sell signal, dollar index buy signal, silver rather sell signal, euro to Japanese yen sell signal will be created once the price will get there. Cable, the price should go there, so short-term sell signal, British pound, Australian dollar, that's a buy signal here, buy, but I wouldn't go here because it's absolutely too strong, so I would be afraid of a correction, but well, there is a positive sentiment definitely. American dollar to Polish zloty, buy signal, buy on S&P 500 as well, and long-term sell here on New Zealand dollar to Singaporean dollar, and short-term sell signal. Short-term buy signal, long-term sell signal, right? Thanks very much for watching daily analytical report. Now we'll have a half an hour break, and after that live trading session. So I will show you my trades, previous trades, and I actually have one opened or two. One of them is probably being closed right now, but I will show you that in half an hour. Thanks very much for watching daily analytical report, and see you in a bit.